Rankatufo ya waye enkan mampani edema oman Ghana edema aye NDC amanyuko ni meche woni munyamfo John Dramani Mahama ne nsema hodo ya wono so eka edefa Agyapa de ho nsensem ya baba ye ho oman Ghana mu nyina ene se amampani na Addo he na osofo a wono ene hwe oman sikasem so woni munyamfo ken Ofori-Atta na twe na se akunya na fensu no de ona yimpedifo ahwe asensan no ho no yenhwe ne yentwe mfansensan enam se office of the special prosecutor at the Bamonte so chese asento krododo na wasa Addo no mu a eho enhia na eno krampo mu na wasempedifo tenase na wono esanso hwehwe eyesa Addo no mu enunti na omampani dada John Dramani Mahama edna no atosa nkomo no bi ya wosre eyesa na woto aso akirem bio se sa asem na nkasa ye Agyapa de no eba oman Ghana mu amamuo ye omampani na Addo dan Akuffo Addo wone na aban ebu na nkasa de a ase animutia kese pa na sa de no ede adiabra kosem ene aniwo eba enunti awase omampani etu ayesa anamo no animanimu ya.
Well, it's nothing new. It's not surprising because the minority said it and said that the deal was a bad deal and that it was vitiated with corruption and so it should be cancelled. I think 13 CSOs came out and also said it was a bad deal and should be cancelled. And so it's not surprising that when the Office of Special Prosecutor went into it, they found the same thing that all of us, had said. And so it doesn't come as a surprise. Issues about no guarantees for value for money, bid rigging and all that. Those were accusations that came up as soon as the agreement was laid in Parliament. It was also fast-tracked. It was put there. They were not given sufficient time to scrutinize it. It was passed quickly. Certainly whoever was sending it wanted it approved as quickly as possible so that these things would be covered up. But the special prosecutor kicked in and has raised the issues. For me, the issue is not about returning it to Parliament
for review.
I think it should be withdrawn completely, and there's no hurry to bring it back. I mean, a whole new look should be taken about what we want to do with our gold royalties, and then consensus built around it before any such agreement is brought to Parliament. But the point is, if such serious accusations are being made against an important person like the finance minister, one would have thought that he would act evenly in terms of the charge report and the PPA chief executive and the OSP's report and the Agyapa deal and the finance minister. And so he would have either asked the finance minister to step aside or, suspend him or sack him, after receiving the report. But he's been quiet on that front. If you want to act evenly, then you must, also give some sanction to the finance minister. But that's when nepotism kicks in, because we all know the finance minister is his cousin. And so while he's able to act in the case of the PPA chief executive, his hands are tied in the case of the finance minister. Otherwise, with the kinds of, report the OSP has brought, it indicts the finance minister in a major way. I've not read through it. I've seen excerpts of the document, but if the excerpts I've seen are to be exactly what's in the document, then I would say that he's been very objective. He's acted in an objective manner, and I also admire the speed with which he's gone through it and come up with the report. And so that would be a good thing. I think that it saves the country quite some money, because if this flotation had been done, one of the main concerns was that the value of those royalties the value had been undervalued. Let me put it that way, because they had valued it at 1.something billion, but experts who looked at it said it should have been worth more, like 3 billion. And so what would have happened is an IPO would have taken place. People who have gone and bought the shares for cheap and then seen an appreciation in their shares almost immediately once it begins to market, because then the true value would have been realized.